So Luana has a foundation called You Can Thrive, and she's going to tell you a little bit about what they do.
So, how are you all? I just wanted to introduce myself and the foundation. I'm a cancer survivor. I don't know how many of you are here as well. I was diagnosed at 35 years old, and I saw a huge disparity in access to things like this, education about living healthier and prevention after cancer, as well as access to integrative healthcare resources like acupuncture, massage, aromatherapy, reflexology, and we also have a very solidified nutritional counseling program. So I started a wellness center that runs on Sundays. Right now it's for breast cancer survivors. We're currently funding to operate a center that is open to all types of cancer. Right now we run on Sundays. It is free and by donation. We give all these services, including patient navigation and patient advocacy for anyone that's interested. I have flyers up here, and you are welcome to come sign up, become a part of the program, and do more of what Marcey's talking about to like get these things into your life, integrate this stuff, because really and truly prevention is the cure. And if we can not only teach ourselves but teach the next generation that comes behind how to eat better and watch what you put on your skin, don't put anything on your skin that you wouldn't put into your mouth. Look at your environment, identify your risk factors, and find ways to reduce them so that even living in a polluted environment, we can try to fare better and maybe bring down some of the numbers of the people that are being diagnosed. So I'd be happy to support anyone that's interested. Thank you so much for everybody doing this wonderful, and Marcey's just such an asset to our community. And we're going to be doing this kind of stuff at the center as well. We did a program for our volunteers, but we're going to be doing food demonstrations every week on sprouting and one certain thing from within our wellness center. And we also do exercise courses, so all the things are in here.
It's free.
Yeah, it's all free. It's all free and by donation. So we do have one person that has participated in the room.
Where's the center?
Our center's on Park Avenue and 23rd right now, and we're planning on reopening a much larger center again, open to all types of cancer outside the hospitals, because sometimes people are a little bit stressed about going back to the hospital to get their integrative stuff. So have anything you guys need.
And Evelyn is going to talk for a second about the Natural Gourmet. My wonderful helpers here are all graduates or almost graduates of a wonderful culinary nutrition program called the Natural Gourmet. And Evelyn, I think, could talk about it for a minute. I don't know if that's one.
Oh, you have one? Big for me.
The Natural Gourmet Institute is for Health and Culinary Arts. Is a school that is dedicated with training chefs to cook with health supportive foods. Most of the foods that we cook and we're trained to cook are plant-based. We use whole foods, whole grains, and highly nutritious, nutrient-dense foods for people who are either health conscious, diet conscious, and mainly for people with different types of diseases that are trying to heal through nutrition, or alongside with their medical treatment are going to use nutrition as part of their healing process. They also recognize other types of healing methods, which is ancient Chinese medicine, macrobiotics, acupuncture, alongside some things that are still, you do need some type of medical intervention with that. And so our school, the school that we're all graduates of or graduating soon, trained us to cook with natural foods. Everything is whole and organic. Most of everything is whole and organic. We don't use any white sugars, any white flours. We don't use processed foods. We try to stay as close to seasonal and farm to table as possible, as physically possible, that you could get your hands on and work with that in your kitchen. So that's what we do. I personally, oh yes, I'm sorry.
I'd just like to ask, you mentioned desserts. Do you do desserts?
Sure.
What would you use as a sweetener then?
Well, we use maple crystals, maple syrup, rice syrup as sweeteners, barley malt,
fruit juices. I mean, it's
fruit juices.
What
sugar
about
is still
Algar?
sugar.
What about the Algar nectar?
Agave.
That one's controversial at our school.
Is it?
Just because, or the processing of it is like that you don't necessarily know that what you're buying is what you think you're buying.
So how do you know what would be a
reputable, unrefined. I mean, I think it's just like any product, you just have to research it. If you know the company, if they publish that kind of stuff, there's not like a particular brand that I buy. It's not something I use.
I buy the organic one at Costco. I don't know if it's good or not.
Agave is the syrup of a cactus plant.
Right.
So they do need to process it and refine it to get it to the liquid that when it arrives, on the shelf. So by its nature, it is a processed product, and that's why it's controversial. Initially, when it was introduced to the market, it was not introduced as a controversial sweetener, and as a matter of fact, it was given to diabetics.
Right,
and they were using it as a sweetener, but
That's
Yeah,
what they
it's
say.
lower.
but studies have found that it really isn't, and so now they've taken it away from diabetics, and at the school, they don't encourage it. We do have it though. I think we do have
They
but
do,
we
yeah.
don't. They
It's
don't
in- it's
encourage
in the
use of
stewarding.
it.
What about
Yeah, it's in the stewarding.
stevia?
Stevia is a natural sweetener that's from a
Right.
plant, and they do use that.
Yeah, exactly. Luann made a good point. You'd be much better off eating agave than NutraSweet. Or
Well, that's true.
It's interesting
We-
so
well,
far,
we're
but
diabetic.
we never talk about, the sweet and low and the.
better
Right,
off
yeah,
eating
yeah.
agave than.
That's not the.
When I shop, I try to stay away from like the nasty tech. I don't buy, I would never buy celery unless it's organic.
Okay, right, the dirty dozen.
Dirty dozen?
Uh-huh.
Yes, berries, strawberries.
Right,
Strawberries.
other things
Well,
I buy.
it was used trivia, but.
Just wash it really well. I wash my vegetables.
Yeah, the, I can't remember the organization,
I do, I use soap and then I wash them off,
Organization
but honestly, if you look at the dirty dozen,
items like produce items that
vendors